Good morning, everybody. Welcome live to the Schmidt Show. Good to be with you here on Good Friday. Nice little holiday long weekend coming up, and it's beautiful outside, sun shining. I just want to go over some things today. This is podcast, I think, number 3, Learning Curves. Doing some different things still. Haven't had anybody on as far as guests, nothing like that. Still working on a lot of the sound, the lighting, stuff like that. The studio's getting ready still. With my green screen, and I built a video screen as well. Definitely working on a lot of the muffling the sound down as far as getting the echo out of this room, which I've done a pretty good job. I'm almost there. Just listening to a lot of people and what they're telling me, especially online, and getting a lot of information on there, and doing a lot of research on how to do this somewhat right. I know I'm not going to be perfect, and I'm not looking for perfection, actually. Like I said, I want this to be fun. I really do. I think podcasting is fun, and as long as I keep it that way and I don't take it too serious, like I said, it started early with me, and I jumped in way too hard, and then I simplified everything, and now I'm down to a mic. I do have some lighting, and I gotta thank my buddy John for that. He came in here, and I just kind of met him. Actually, I bought a sign from him, and these signs actually all back here, I got to give him props for that. That on-air sign, I asked him to make that for me. And some of the other signs here, Harley, obviously, and then that YouTube sign, I saw that and I absolutely loved it. And I said, "Can you do that?" And he laser prints. He's only like he does really really good work, and it's professional. And I'm after the video, or I'll probably share the link down in the description below. I think that's the very first time I've said that, actually. But the guy does extremely good work, so I got to thank him for that. And I know it takes time to do quality work, but it's absolute quality. So if you need anything, get on that description below, and then I'll ask him, and I'm sure he won't have a problem with it. I mean, anyway, so, and also he's helped me with the lighting. As far as that goes, he's pretty professional. He's a busy guy, so again, kudos to him. And other different people that have all helped me get to where I am now as far as building my studio. I'm an entrepreneur here locally. So this is my office as well. So I've turned this into an office slash studio, which is kind of super cool. Like when you walk into work, I walk into the plant side first, like basically where all our machines are. We're into construction, and we remove trees, stuff like that. And people come in here and they're like, "What's going on in here?" Like it's a completely different world from in here to out there. Actually, one day we'll take a little tour, and I'll show you what we have out there. It's there are two different worlds, but this is what I do on my spare time now, and probably do a lot too much of it. So I definitely need to slow down. I don't want to burn out, but I'm having so much fun doing this and learning things, and it's a blast for me, and I can't wait to interview some people eventually. I'm just trying to get to that point. Also, I want to get to some comments and stuff. I really want, if you guys could comment, and people have actually, and it's great, and I love that. I could use more. I could use some help as far as like any critical comments, and let's just be nice about them. You don't have to like give verbally abusive, if that's what you want to call it. I can handle that, but I really want this to be a normal show. I don't want it to be a show where it's gonna fire off. And if I get some really bad comments, I'll just turn them down and put them away. And there's no cause for that. But I'm definitely open to criticism, 100%. Whatever is gonna get the show a little better, for me to interact with the viewer, and to be able to eventually soon, hopefully, get on, like, do some interviews and ask some questions about some of the entrepreneurs that are in this community, and how they've gotten to where they are now, and where they've come from, and their life story, and and I can't wait to see where it all goes. Yeah, this is a lot of fun for me. Learning the biggest thing for me is learning the technical side of this. I was never a big technical guy. I could do the basics, I think. I can email. I could definitely use the keyboard, pretend anyway. I could get on that keyboard and pretend like I do 100, 200 words a minute, but that's just not true. But as I learn how to do this program, it really helps me with all different aspects as far as all the technical stuff. It really, the computer, the app, or the iPad, even the phone, the settings, the programs that I'm getting, I'm learning how to use them. Before, I would have never have taken the time. I would have got in there. No, Dave, this is way too hard for you. Don't even attempt it. And I try, and I'll get frustrated, and I do, and then I just, you know what, it's a waste of time for me, and I feel like, okay, well, if it's a waste of time, I'm not enjoying it, I'm not going to do it. So doing this and starting this, like I said in the last podcast, the very first one I didn't want this to not be fun, and I overcomplicated things for myself, and it became that, and it wasn't having fun. So, and then I brought everything back down to scale, and I'm pretty happy where it's at. What I'm looking to do, and I've watched a lot of other like podcasts, and they suggest what new people, or new podcasts, just to how to start out, and basically, they say just start. You won't learn anything till you start. Throw it out there. They say you're gonna suck. You might be good, but not a lot of people are gonna watch, and that's honesty. And that's kind of where I'm like, you know what, he's right. So as I go, I've had some people mention to me, they're like, they're giving me some, some things and say, hey, look, maybe you could use this for content, and that's great. That's fine. And they're wondering like why I haven't had anybody on, but I explained that in my very first podcast, and I get it now that most people probably haven't seen it, and very little have. But that's okay, because it takes time to grow a channel, and as long as it takes, it takes. As long as I'm having fun doing this, I'm okay with that. I really want this to grow into something. However far it goes, it doesn't go far. If it stays mediocre, that's okay. For me, the key is to have fun. It's for me to be done work and it's been a long, let's go back a little bit. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed something. Other than work, I really love what I do. But it becomes work at the end of the day. And I like to decompress, and I'm not a big TV guy anymore. I don't know if I kind of just grew out of that. I used to play a lot of sports, and I don't know, maybe I'm just too old for that. I could probably still do it, but I don't want to. And I'm just trying to find the things that I want to do after work, or just have a little bit of a hobby, and this has become it. And I absolutely love it. And it's just, I'm having a blast doing it. And like, again, I said, I really would appreciate some advice. So feel free to use those comments. They definitely will help. And yeah, so I don't know. And let me know what you guys think. How, like I said, the sound, and what do you think of these awesome lit up laser printed signs? Actually, I should have mentioned that they're laser printed. They're light. They're not heavy. Their quality is absolutely perfect. You can change the setting on the lighting. I don't know if I have. I don't know. I got a pretty messy wire situation back there, so if I touch one, I don't know if they're all gonna shut off. They're all gonna. We might have an electrical fire. I don't know. Yeah, so definitely he's helped me along with that. I really, like I said, again, I'll mention him below in the description. And yeah, so this is kind of where I'm at. And content so far is it's coming. Like I did the thumbnails. I wanted to get that done, and I've learned how to do that. That took me a long time to do that very first video of learning how to do contents. I had to research that and then apply that. And there's whole different things of making watermarks, and you can click on thumbnails, or when you're watching it, how to subscribe to your channel. I'm learning all that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's fun once I finally get it. It's hard. It's not easy, but I guess if it was easy, everybody would do it. But yeah, it's never too late. I think that oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to change it. This is probably an edit anyway. So what we're going to do is I want people to I want to go over this. Anyway, this is what I did with the YouTube sign, how I printed this out for John, who prints these here locally in Kingsville. And I think his stuff is on, if you go to Marketplace, he's on there. I just, I'm not sure what what it's called, but you'll see it. Just, I would type in 3D printed signs. That's what I should have said. So anyway, so I found this on YouTube, and I love that symbol of YouTube. I think it's great. And I texted to him and I showed him the picture and I said, "Can you do it?" He said, "Yeah." He just has to he's got to design it first, right? It's not just a template. So he does all that, and he can do personal work if you guys want something done. Anything, I mean, whatever. He's actually working on a big project of mine right now, and I have a back wall there. It's got a bunch of Harley stuff because I got a Harley and I love Harley, and I can't wait to see it because I know that stuff's great. And then also one thing, tell me what you guys think of my podcast. It's basically my heading, I guess, if you want to call it that. Like my symbol of what the show is. So it's called I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll probably the Schmidt Show PC podcast. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. If I can make any changes to it. I did that myself. I went on one of my programs that I've gotten and learned how to use it. It's pretty simple, but I wanted to keep it simple. I don't want to overcomplicate things either. So let me know if I can make some changes on that, and let me know if you like it. Whether I keep it or not. I mean, I like it, but I'm always open to different ideas. And since I have actually started that, actually I have one newer version of that already. Actually, it's scored down a little bit anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of where it is with that. Let me know on those thoughts. I got a few other things here. Yeah, I think that might be it. So basically, this is second sound check, and I just wanted to see how this all turned out. And actually, now I just want to go to the studio that we have been building. It's been taking time, like we were talking about earlier, um, a lot of time. So I'm going to take my camera and just kind of give you a little background view of what it's like. So let me know what you think of that. And we're back from the tour. Hope you guys liked it. We put a lot of time and effort into this, and we've been working hard, and it's finally getting to the point where I want to be. And I find myself rambling on right now. I'm just trying to fill content, and usually what they say to that is, once that starts to happen, and you haven't prepared yourself enough, and you start rambling, it's just you'll be like repeating over and over of different things, and it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound professional. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap things up. Just one more thing. We are going to try the new app CapCut. I purchased it last night, very early on. So this is an early stage for me, and I hope it's going to be a little easier than the other apps. I mean, I think they build them pretty easy to begin with. I'm not sure, but they've been hard. Maybe I should, if you can give me any help with some of the apps that I've definitely purchased, it'd be all right. But with CapCut, we'll see what happens. And this video is going to be done with CapCut, and I don't want to keep rambling on. So with that, I am going to wrap up everything, and I hope everybody is going to have an amazing Good Friday. And you guys have a great day, and until next time.